The Arena of Stars was a massive, dome-shaped coliseum floating above the crystalline waters of Rendar IV. It was a place of spectacle, where disputes between the galaxy's greatest warriors were settled through honorable combat. Tonight, it glittered with the holographic banners of the Vralok Empire, as their champion prepared for battle. On the far side of the arena, a tall, imposing Vralok female, General Zyra's daughter, Tlana, stood with her blade shimmering in the dim light. Tlana, a living legend among her people, was a warrior who had mastered the art of the celestial slash, a technique said to cut through energy shields like butter. On the other side was Leila Carter, a shy human girl, barely into her 20s. She was small, with a timid demeanor that made her appear wholly out of place. Her mismatched armor looked hastily assembled, and the weapon in her hand, a simple staff, seemed more suited for training than combat. The crowd roared with laughter and mockery. Tlana smirked. "This is your champion, Earthlings?" A child. Her voice boomed across the arena, amplified by the announcer system. Leila swallowed hard. She hadn't volunteered for this. She was a translator, not a soldier. But when a diplomatic misunderstanding between the Vralok and the Terran Confederation escalated into a formal challenge, Leila's ability to wield even basic combat skills made her the only candidate available. The stakes were clear. If the Vralok won, the Terran outpost on Rendar IV would be dismantled, leaving Earth vulnerable in the region. If Leila won, peace negotiations would resume. The duel begins. The gong sounded, and Tlana charged. Her four arms moved with fluid precision, wielding twin plasma scimitars in a dazzling display of skill. Leila, wide-eyed, barely managed to dodge the initial attack. The ground where she'd stood a moment before sizzled and smoked, the scimitars leaving molten scars in the arena floor. "Run back to your corner, little one," Tlana taunted, circling her prey. "You don't belong here." Leila steadied her breath. She had no illusions of winning through brute strength. She wasn't a warrior, but she had studied alien cultures, particularly their fighting techniques. She focused on what she did know. The Vralok prized strength and boldness, often underestimating patience and subtlety. Tlana attacked again, her scimitars slashing in a whirlwind of plasma and fury. Leila danced away, her movements awkward but effective. She wasn't fighting back, and the crowd grew restless. "Is she just going to run?" someone shouted. Leila ignored the jeers. She focused on Tlana's movements, watching for a pattern. Every fighter had won, no matter how skilled. After several exchanges, she saw it. Tlana's right arm was slightly slower when recovering after a wide slash. A small opening, but enough. The turning point. Tlana lunged again, aiming to end the fight with a decapitating strike. This time, Leila didn't retreat. Instead, she sidestepped and ducked under the scimitars, her staff striking out in a precise arc. The tip hit a small pressure point on Tlana's wrist, and one of the scimitars clattered to the ground. The arena fell silent. Tlana growled, more annoyed than alarmed. A lucky hit, but Leila wasn't done. As Tlana adjusted her stance, Leila pressed her advantage. Her staff moved with surprising speed, deflecting strikes and targeting joints and pressure points. One by one, Tlana's weapons fell, her hands forced open by sharp, well-placed blows. Finally, Tlana stood unarmed, glaring at the human before her. The crowd erupted in shock and disbelief. The aftermath. The Vralok General himself, a towering figure clad in ornate armor, descended from the stands. He approached the arena with measured steps, his gaze locked on Leila. The arena grew quiet once more as he raised a hand. "You have disarmed my daughter, human," General Zyra said, his voice a deep rumble. "And you have done so with skill, not brute force. This is unexpected." Leila bowed, her legs trembling. "I meant no disrespect, General. I only sought to defend my people." Zyra studied her for a long moment before turning to the crowd. "This duel has ended with honor. The Terrans have proven themselves worthy adversaries and allies." The crowd, though reluctant, cheered. Tlana, still simmering with frustration, stepped forward and extended a hand to Leila. "You fight with cunning," she admitted grudgingly. "Perhaps there is more to your people than I thought." Leila shook her hand, her shy smile returning. Thank you. Epilogue. The duel became a legend, a symbol of humanity's resilience and ingenuity. Leila Carter, once an unknown translator, became a hero in both human and Vralok circles. Peace was restored, and the alliance between Earth and the Vralok strengthened. And though Leila returned to her quiet life, her name was forever etched into the annals of galactic history as the shy girl who disarmed a legend.